Let's get one thing straight. She didn't love you. She loved the way you made her feel and the things you did for her. The moment that utility ran out, so did the so-called love. It's a tough pill to swallow, I know. It feels like your whole world is collapsing. But it's time to wake up from the fairy tale and see the cold, hard truth. This isn't about bitterness, it's about clarity. It's about understanding the game so you don't get played again. The first brutal truth you need to face is that for many, love is conditional. We're often sold this idea of unconditional fairy tale love, but reality operates on a different set of rules. Think about it. From a biological and evolutionary standpoint, a woman's attraction is often tied to a man's ability to provide, protect, and offer status. This isn't a moral judgment. It's a survival mechanism hardwired over millennia. This brings us to the classic provider versus lover dynamic. You might have been the perfect provider, reliable, stable, always there to fix her problems, pay the bills, and offer a shoulder to cry on. You were her rock, but were you her lover? The man who sparked excitement, adventure, and raw desire? Often, men fall into the trap of believing that being a good provider is enough to sustain attraction. But when a woman's need for excitement and passion isn't met, she might start looking for that lover energy elsewhere, even while she still benefits from your provider status. You became the safe bet, the utility man, but the thrill was gone. Her feelings didn't just turn off overnight. The emotional disconnection was a slow burn, happening long before you even noticed. The breakup just made it official. The second brutal truth is understanding the difference between opportunistic love and idealistic love. You are probably operating on the idealistic model, believing in soulmates, destiny, and a love that conquers all. You gave freely, expecting that your love and effort would be returned in kind because that's what felt right. She, on the other hand, may have been operating on an opportunistic model. This doesn't mean she's a bad person. It means her love was tied to the opportunity you represented. Did you offer security? A certain lifestyle? A solution to her loneliness? Her affection was an investment in the benefits you provided. When a better opportunity came along, or when you could no longer provide those same benefits, her love evaporated. It's like a business transaction. When the terms of the deal are no longer favorable, the partnership is dissolved. It feels cold because it is. You were in a romance. She might have been in a strategic alliance. This leads us to the third truth, which is a core concept for many men who have gone through this. Your value was her love. This is a tough one because it shatters the illusion that you were loved for who you are. In reality, you were loved for what you represented and what you could do for her. Your value in her eyes was a combination of your looks, your status, your resources, your confidence, and how you made her feel about herself. When your perceived value dropped, or when someone with higher value appeared, her attraction and love for you diminished. This explains why she's already with someone else, and it seems like you never even mattered. It's because she didn't need a grieving period for the person. She just needed to replace the utility. She found a new provider, a new source of excitement, or a new status symbol. She wasn't mourning the loss of a soulmate. She was simply filling a vacancy. You see her happy on social media with a new guy, and it crushes you. You wonder, how could she move on so fast? The answer is that she had already emotionally checked out of the relationship with you long ago. The moment she saw your value decline or a better option arise, she was already mentally and emotionally preparing her exit. You were just the last to know. The fourth brutal truth: the good times were a trade, not a gift. All those amazing memories you're replaying in your head, the laughter, the trips, the intimate moments, you see them as pure shared experiences. But it's time to reframe that. For her, those good times might have been the compensation she received for being with you. She provided you with companionship, affection, and intimacy, and in return, you provided her with stability, resources, and experiences. It was a transaction. You thought her smile was a sign of her deep love for you, but it might have just been a sign of her satisfaction with the arrangement. This is why, when you argue about the breakup, she might say things like, "I gave you the best years of my life," as if it were a job she's now quitting. She sees her time and affection as commodities she traded. You saw it as a partnership. This difference in perspective is the source of so much pain. You feel betrayed because you thought you were building a life together, but from her point of view, the contract simply expired. You weren't building a shared dream. You were funding her experience. So, where do you go from here? This brings us to the fifth and most important truth. You must end the soulmate delusion and start building a life based on self-respect. The idea of finding your other half is a trap. It makes you weak, needy, and dependent on someone else for your happiness and validation. You are already whole. You don't need anyone to complete you. Chasing affection and validation from a woman will always put you in a position of weakness. Instead, focus on earning respect. Respect is earned through competence, purpose, and self-reliance. Stop trying to be the nice guy who hopes to be loved for his kindness. Start becoming a high-value man who commands respect because he has his life together. Build your purpose. Get your finances in order. Hit the gym and build your body. Develop your social skills. Become a man that you yourself would respect. When you operate from a position of strength and self-respect, you attract women who are drawn to that strength, not women who are looking to use you as a stepping stone. You stop looking for love to fix you and start building a life so awesome that love becomes a wonderful addition, not a desperate necessity. The pain you're feeling now is a wake-up call. Don't waste it. Use it as fuel. Let this be the moment you stop looking for a woman to make you happy and start building a life that makes you proud. Build yourself first. The rest will follow. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more no-nonsense truths to help you level up.